Welcome to Wild Breakaway alongside Wes Walls. I'm Audra Martin. The Minnesota Wild came to their home ice tonight in search of their 5th straight win, but they knew it would be a tough challenge as they welcomed the Colorado Avalanche to town, one of the top teams in the NHL with a very dominant top line. The Minnesota Wild were ready to play right from the beginning. A good effort all the way around, and they pick up 2 big points with a 3-2 win.
Yeah, coming into this game, anytime you're playing the Colorado Avalanche, the high-flying Colorado Avalanche, you do not want to get into a track meet with them. And I thought the Minnesota Wild did an unbelievable job of managing the puck through the neutral zone. They really were very responsible, did not turn over any pucks in the neutral zone, continued to get pucks behind their defensemen and wore them down as the game went on, and did an amazing job against the top line. They were able to pick up a kind of a cheap goal late to make it 3-2. It wasn't a cheap goal, but where the Minnesota Wild had to hang on the last 40 seconds. But overall, the Minnesota Wild did an outstanding job against probably the top line in the National Hockey League. A very, very important win here for the Minnesota Wild. Did not lose at home, 5-0-2 here over their home stretch, but now they're going to be heading off to Vancouver for a 7-game road trip.
Well, this was a good effort for the Minnesota Wild despite being outshot by the Colorado Avalanche. We knew coming into this one special teams was probably going to be a big factor, and it certainly was. Minnesota Wild, perfect on the penalty kill, 6 for 6, and able to strike on the power play despite the fact that Colorado is one of the top penalty killer teams in the NHL. But really the big number 2, as in just 1 goal, 1 assist from that dominant top line of the Colorado Avalanche, and that is something that is going to make Bruce Boudreau very happy after the game.
Well, they clogged up the neutral zone really well on him, and they pursued. They didn't allow McKinnon, for the most part, to carry the puck from end to end and make those dazzling plays that he's so used to making. And on the same token, I thought it could have been Brodin's best game of the year. Mm-hmm. And both those guys can really skate, Spurgeon and Brodin. And they need to when they play against a line like that.
So here's a look at what's next for the Wild. It's been a very home-heavy schedule so far for the Wild, but not anymore. They're going to hit the road for a very long road trip, a lot of miles, a lot of ground to cover. We're going to see some teams for the first time starting on Monday night against the Vancouver Canucks. Now it's just a matter of finding the momentum that they picked up at home and bringing it out on the road. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of the pundits around the National Hockey League picked the Vancouver Canucks to probably finish at the bottom of the Western Conference. They've surprised a lot of people. I think they were 6-5-1 going into tonight's action. I think they're down 1-0 or 2-0 against the Pittsburgh Penguins, but can't sleep on this team. They're a team that's been riddled a little bit with injuries, and they're really a hard-working team. And Brock Boeser's been out of the lineup and dealing with some groin issues, but I believe he's in the lineup tonight. So Minnesota's own, Burnsville's own Brock Boeser, one of the top young players around the National Hockey League, and I think one day he's going to get 50 goals in this league. He's that good. We're probably going to see him Monday night for the Vancouver Canucks. All right, well, we will see if the Wild can keep him quiet if he is out on the ice, and hopefully keep this win streak alive. They will go for 6 in a row on Monday in Vancouver. We look forward to seeing you then. But for tonight, for Wes Walls, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us here on Wild Breakaway.